Check out the new helmet I bought, huh? Wow. I keep buying Redskin helmets, and this is the latest one. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful yellow Washington Redskins helmet with a maroon face mask. It's a Shoot Vengeance helmet. It's been transformed into a Redskins helmet like that. Oh, I love it. Well worth the money. It cost me $200, but well worth it. Hail to the Redskins. Alright, so here's my latest haul from the sports collectible show. This sports collectible show right here. I was just there. And here's the latest haul. I got these for about $30 each. They're a little more expensive this time, because this is more rare. This is an old school Washington Redskins helmet, autographed by the great linebacker Chris Hanber up there. Yeah, I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to keep that. That is mine. This one I might sell. This one is a Redskins helmet throwback, and it's autographed by Mike Nelms, number 21. He was a cornerback for the Redskins in the 70s, so I might sell that. I bought it for $30. This can go for maybe $80 or $90. So that's my haul, everybody. See that? See those two cool mini helmets, baby. All right, I have to come back for another one. This is a Mark Mosley autographed helmet. Mark Mosley was the great kicker for the Redskins in the 80s. I didn't notice it had the curved feather. That's kind of a rare thing. The curved feather logo on the helmet makes it more valuable. So I bought it. I may keep it because I like it, or I may sell it. Alright, I'm back at the Lowe's. Gotta return this wood that I bought. See this? It's too narrow. I need something a little wider. I'm trying to see if I can build a floating shelf in my room, in my house. And I'm trying to see if I can use one of these. These will work. The other one was too narrow, and this one might be a good size. It's only $4.14. Or maybe this one. This one's a little bit longer, except it's a little heavy. Yeah. I don't know if that'll work. That one's $11.72. Okay, so I'll buy these two. I'm going to turn these into floating shelves. They, attached to the wall, like so, as if they were just floating on the wall. I'm going to use see if I can use double-sided tape, but really strong double-sided tape. Instead of screwing it into the wall, I'll use double-sided tape. I'll see how that works. But I'm going to paint it white first. I have white paint at home. I'll paint it white, and it'll be cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to Washington DC, our nation's capital. Today I'm going to Meridian Hill Park up here in northwest DC. There is a statue there, a memorial that I think you might find interesting. Okay, well, this statue that I'm speaking of is in the middle of Meridian Hill Park over here in downtown DC. Meridian Hill Park is a park that is on top of a hill called Meridian Hill, of course. And we're going over there now. I'm walking. It's a beautiful day. It's the first really cool day of the season. It's been hot or warm, but then today I woke up this morning, it was pretty cool, and I guess that means fall is here. Okay, all right everybody, welcome to Meridian Hill. And this is the park on the top of Meridian Hill, appropriately called Meridian Hill Park. And today we are going to go check out one of the more obscure memorials and statues here in Washington DC that has a very bad history. So as you can see, we're on top of these steps, taking these steps up to the top. This park, it's not very well maintained. Look, the fountains are all rusty and not working. The grounds are unkempt. There's a lot of graffiti on the side here. And yeah, it's one of the lesser you know, cleaned parks in the city. And it's a shame too, because it's a beautiful park up here in the middle of downtown, close to DuPont Circle, and I don't know where I'm going. This is the statue of Joan of Arc here in the middle of Meridian Hill Park. If you notice, she still has her sword. Her sword has been stolen many times over the years, and it's been replaced many times. But today, she has her sword, but for how long? Only time will tell. Well, as you can see, the park is bustling with people. Well, not exactly bustling with people, but it's okay. There's a good amount of people over here in the park. And I'm off to this the statue, if I can find it, somewhere over here. So here's the park over here. This is Meridian Hill Park, everyone. Maybe the statue's over here on the right side. What do you think? You think the statue's on the right side? We'll see. Okay, I think I'm getting close. I know the statue is here on the left side of the park somewhere. And I believe it's that over there being obscured by all those bushes. Yeah, that's one of the reasons it's kind of an infamous memorial statue here in DC. I can't even see it on my camera. Yeah, it's kind of overgrown with okay, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This statue is called Serenity. It was dedicated to an obscure naval officer named William Henry Schuetze. But as you can see, his name is misspelled here as Schutze when it's actually Schuetze. So that's one of the odder things about this thing. Anyway, this statue is quite probably the most vandalized statue in Washington DC. It was erected here in 1925, and over the years it's just been, for some reason, it's just been vandalized and abused, and all kinds of abuse being heaped on it. As you can see, somebody took a hammer and hacked off her nose and part of her mouth, and most of her face is gone. And there's a lot of cracks and a lot of graffiti on here. Look, a lot of graffiti. There was a lot more before. I guess they just cleaned it up. And one of her toes has been hacked off. You see that? And there goes my phone. Hang on, let me answer my phone. Alright, as I was saying, this is quite probably the most vandalized statue in Washington DC. And I already told you, somebody took a hammer and lopped off her nose and most of her face, and one of her big toes is missing here. And here's the dedication to William Henry Schuetze, not Schutze. As you can see, it's spelled Schutze. It's S-C-H-E-U-T-Z-E. It's actually spelled S-C-H-U-E-T-Z-E, Schuetze. So they made a mistake with his name, and I think all his life he was annoyed by that until he died. I think William Henry Schuetze died in 1920 or something like that. And this statue was dedicated in 1895, I think. I have to do some research. Actually, after further research, William Henry Schuetze died in 1925. And this statue, Schuetze died in 1903. And this statue was dedicated in 1925, okay? I hope that clears it up. So here in the middle of Meridian Park is where it is. And so there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the statue called Serenity, dedicated to William Henry Schuetze, who died in 1903, and the statue was dedicated in 1925, and it's the most vandalized and most abused statue here in Washington DC. That's its claim to fame here in Meridian Park. Okay, so welcome to Meridian Hill Park here in Washington DC, close to the DuPont Circle area. It's a nice park on top of Meridian Hill. It's just not very well maintained, as you can see. It's just not very well maintained. Let's see what's up here. I don't know what's up here. Oh, some kind of viewing area. See, from up here you can see down into 16th Street and all the buildings on 16th Street. These are all mainly residential buildings over here. Yeah. That's it for Meridian Hill Park, man. I just kind of took some time off to get here because I had always been curious about the Serenity statue and why it's called the most vandalized statue in Washington DC, and now I know why. Because it's here in Meridian Hill Park, close to the DuPont Circle area. Meridian Hill Park. There is the statue of Joan of Arc, herself a victim of much vandalism over the years, particularly her sword. I guess people like to steal the sword and maybe sell it on eBay or something. Or maybe just as a keepsake, they climb up there and take the sword. Which is a shame, really. I mean, but you know, that's not exactly shocking. This is DC. This is DC after all. Yeah, well, it's DC after all. So that kind of stuff you can expect to happen here in DC. It's not like, you know, like New York or places like that where parks are very well maintained and all that, because they care about their city's history and their city's legacy. But here in DC, it's a little different. It's not that clear cut here in Washington DC. Anyway, let's go back down the steps here and see what we can find. Yeah, this steps goes back down to I believe 16th Street. Actually no, not yet. Goes down somewhere. Well, it is Tuesday, September 15, 2020, and as I mentioned earlier, the weather is definitely getting cooler. We're walking down 16th Street, a lot of residential houses, a lot of the residential areas here on 16th Street. I guess this one's being renovated. I mean, it needs these long poles to hold it up, or it might collapse. Because a lot of these buildings are really old. They date back to the before the 20th century, when DC was first founded. Like this building over here. This is the Freemason Museum. I've actually never been in there. It's a museum to the Freemasons here in America. It's a very imposing building, I would have to say. It's got lots of imposing columns and architecture. It's very nice, but I've never been inside there. Maybe one of these days I'll go inside, but not today. Okay, still walking along 16th Street. This is the Embassy of Congo. Embassy of Congo. It's out here, out in the not your usual area for the embassies. Usually the embassies are down on Massachusetts Avenue, but this is one of the few embassies that are off Massachusetts Avenue. The Embassy of Congo. because as you can see, most of this street is residential. A lot of residential buildings, some quaint little buildings, some churches, a few museums like that Freemason Museum back there, but mostly residential. As you can see, this is the 1600 block of Church Street. It's called Church Street because there's a church here. This church is the Foundry United Methodist Church here on the corner of 16th and Church Street Northwest. The Foundry United Methodist Church. This used to be the Australian Embassy. This construction zone used to be the Australian Embassy. You were here a couple of times last year during the open house, but now it's just a hole in the ground. They are building a brand new building for the Australian Embassy to be in, because they wanted a modern building, and they're going to get a new modern building. All right, as you can see, the Australian Embassy has built this scaffolding here to protect the people, the pedestrians, from walking from all the dust and grime and all the construction work going on on the right side here. And you see more of these scaffolding things in New York rather than here in DC, although the DC has its fair share of scaffolding. Okay, right now I'm just going to the post office to mail out this box here. See the box? This is something I sold on eBay. One of those Redskin items that I found at a good price, and then I put it on eBay and somebody bought it. I made a little bit of a profit, not much, but I still have to send it out, even though I didn't make much of a profit. So that's where I'm going. I'm going to the post office. Send out this box. Okay? To the post office we go. That's it for the post office. Here's a barber shop. Actually, it's not just a barber shop, it's a salon over here, which kind of reminds me that I want to get a haircut. But I still haven't worked up the nerve to go to a barber shop yet. But pretty soon, I feel like I'm going to have to get a haircut pretty soon. Maybe this week or next week. Alright, I think I'll have lunch here at the Subway.
Temperatures right around 70 degrees. We'll continue with some haze down owners. They can't agree on the particularly problematical carrots bond with whichever gender was the primary carer in their earlier years.
I noticed the sky is pretty weird. It's kind of a murky cloudiness which I've never seen before. I think it's because of the smoke from the West Coast fires. It's made it all the way out here. And that's why the sky is like this. Look at the sky. It's kind of cloudy and murky, and it's not really cloudy, but kind of weird looking. Smoky, I guess is what you would call it. And as I mentioned, it's probably because of the smoke from the fires out in California. As you all know, the West Coast are having a lot of big forest fires at the moment, and they're having trouble containing it. And the smoke is so bad that it's clouding, that it's making the air quality in the West Coast really bad. And the smoke is so big and vast that it's reaching, the wind is taking it all the way out here to the East Coast. And this is why we have like a murky sunshine going on around here. Yeah, it's weird, I tell you. it's also fascinating that something like that, a big fire all the way in the other side of the country on the west coast, can have an effect all the way out here in the east coast, 2,000 miles away. Yep, a lot of weird things happening lately. Why is it crooked? Alright, I'm at the Home Depot. I'm still looking for those floating shelves. I thought I could take like a couple of pieces of wood and just stick it on the wall with some double-sided tape. But now that I think about it, I don't think that'll work. So now I'm looking for actual floating shelves that will work. They didn't have the kind I wanted at the Lowe's, and so I'm here at the Home Depot to see if they have it. They have a lot of wood though. Look at all this wood. Wood up the yin-yang. Wood everywhere. Alright, now where would it be? It would be under home furnishings or hardware, or the shelving, floating shelving, home decor, electrical. No, not electrical. Not paint, although I would need some paint in the future. Let's try over here. I think this looks kind of shelvy aisle. There it is over there. Shelving, as you can see. So let's make a beeline through there, through the kitchen area here. Is this what I need? Nah, that's not it. That's like for a closet. This is also for a closet. See, for the top of a closet. See? And this here is for the inside of a closet. You know, shelving for the inside of a closet. More of that stuff over there. Some more for the inside of a closet here. These are pretty cool. I kind of need those. Here's a white one. That's exactly what I need. Alright, this is what I'm looking for. Floating shelves. You see the way it kind of just seems like to float on the wall? That's what I'm looking for. This one here. 1998. Available in black. That's what I want. Maybe even this little one available in white, or the little tiny one over there. The one up there. The ones up there are really thick. I don't want it that thick though. Maybe just something like this. So you gotta pick it out of here. Okay? Floating shelf. So this is what I'm getting. It's a floating shelf. You kind of just put little brackets on the wall, and then this shelf kind of goes like that, and it just, you know, will be able to hold it though. It's kind of heavy. I mean, me just holding it, feels heavy. I hope it does, because we got a lot of choices here. We got it in black too. Black. I don't want black though. I want white. Matches my wall. Okay, dude. I think I'll buy these two floating shelves, and this is where I'm going to put my my mini helmets on, because I'm kind of collecting a whole bunch of them now. I don't know where to put them, so I'll put them on these shelves. Okay. We got a big tractor coming down. Watch out for the big tractor. A lot of traffic going on here. Well, let's go through the lights. Let's go through the lights. Ooh, lights. This is Light Alley, as you can see. Lots of fancy lighting. Oh, look at this booth. It's like a booth at a section.
Okay, so what you do, you grab a scanner.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the scanner gun right there.
Scan it.
Yeah. And use a corn chip. Just like that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
Well, thank you for letting me shop at the Home Depot. Look, a busy day at the Home Depot today. Everybody's running around, doing stuff. Pretty busy. I guess everybody's preparing for winter. Because as they say in Game of Thrones, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Look, I lost my gas cap cover again. I already replaced it, but then I lost it again. It was kind of dangling for a while and then it just kind of flew off. So I had to replace it with this plastic thing. And it's stuck on there with duct tape. As you can see. Doesn't look good, but it'll work for now. Check this out, huh? Look at that. You release the duct tape over here and then swing it over and there it is. Kind of ingenious, huh? Okay, I'm at the grocery store. I'm here to buy. This is my last stop for today. I'm just here to buy some milk. Here's the milk right here. Okay, what do you want? You want fat-free? Low-fat? Last time I bought low-fat, so let's buy low-fat again. Low-fat milk, okay? This one expires September 21. It's not too bad. So let's go with that.
Your total is $1.90. Please insert coins, then insert bills. Thank you for shopping at Giant. Please remember to take